Ladies and gentlemen, today I'm with one of my favorite coaches here locally in Zimbabwe. He's a coach who's done amazing things in this country. He is the current coach of the biggest team that has been making waves in this country. And ladies and gentlemen, welcome Coach Lloyd CHITEMBWE. Coach, how are you?
Fine, thanks. How are you, George?
How are you keeping, Coach?
Fine.
Coach, you know, you're one of my personal role models, and I love what you've done with Caps United.
Thank you.
Caps United are the current champions here in Zimbabwe. And I just want to know from you, Coach, what are the things that have, made you become such a successful coach, especially, managing a team that, over the years wasn't doing so well. But a lot of people out there don't know, exactly who you are and what you've done to make this team a success.
Yeah, firstly, glory to God, George, for He's the one who, in as far as I'm concerned, He is the provider of sweet fruits of our labor. And what we just enjoying at the moment is what God gave us. But I also want to give credit naturally to our supporters. I'm sure they've done a tremendous work for us to achieve the things that we've achieved. Without them, we wouldn't have achieved. Where we're getting inspiration is obviously from them. We're getting inspiration from them, and I think they deserve special mention.
Wow. One thing, I've been coming to a lot of games, and I've seen that Caps United has now got a lot more supporters, especially, early on in the season. I see at the end of the season, because of the consistent wins and the drive, more supporters have been coming. But Coach, people want to know, what makes you so driven to be the coach that you are?
Yeah, firstly, I think it's down to my character. There's no character.
Yeah.
Naturally, it's instinctively. I think I'm a winner. I want to win things, and at the same time, I also look at. I also want to give credit to the group that I have. Those players are also winners. You see, their facial expression in training, how they kind of like show me the kind of desire that they have in wanting to do more. And for me, this is the key to our success. But like I've always said, without supporters, you can never be a team that is set to achieve things. So I also want to say, in a good team, you equally need very good supporters. So in as far as I'm concerned, I think our supporters are as good as we are on the pitch.
Oh, wow. Coach, one thing that I want to really get to know, what is like your most memorable game that, defined you, especially during this season? I remember last season was a very neck-to-neck game. You were leading with just 1 point. But which game can you say, especially to people, a lot of people out there, they want to know which game do you really remember that really, means a lot to you last season?
Yeah, I think, there were two games that stand out to be the most intriguing games. But I would want to single out the one against Dynamos. We're trailing 3-0 with about 8 minutes of play remaining. But, God was there for us. And, we managed to come back and managed to play to a 3-3 draw in less than 12 minutes. That was amazing. Well,
I remember I was there personally, and that's totally a historic game, which says a lot. And Coach, lastly, I just want to find out, what are your promises to us, your supporters, and everybody out there who's watching you today? 2017 is upon us, and we know there may be a lot of challenges happening in Caps, but as a coach, tell us, what are your promises to us, this 2017, we're the current holders currently, me being a staunch, Caps United supporter. And what are your words to every single supporter who is out there, and what are your promises to us?
Yeah, our dream is to keep winning, and why we win is because of our supporters, and they are the reason why we work hard each and every single day of our lives in training, and also try and do well in matches so that we can give them the kind of what can I say, so that we give them back what we feel they deserve, which is joy and happiness.
So this season definitely you're guaranteeing us that we will, by the grace of God, come back with the title.
Exactly, it is our desire, and I think the Caps United supporters deserve it more than anyone else, considering the kind of pain that they went through over the last decade. I think they deserve far much more than what they went through in the last 10 years, and I think it is our wish that we just want to provide the opposite of what they went through in the last 10 years for the next 10 years.
Wow. Coach, we were speaking earlier on, and there are a lot of people that have made, Caps United a very strong force to reckon with. And, it's always good to
acknowledge.
And,
I think, first and foremost, I think hats off to Mr. Jerry. He's the president of the football club. He's he's always been there for the football club, parting with his resources, money in particular.
That's true.
Just to share it with the rest of the group. I also want to take this opportunity to acknowledge the contribution and effort and participation of Nyaradzo, who have always been there in terms of providing us with the transport. I also want to acknowledge, Oasis Water. They are our main sponsor in as far as refreshments are concerned. So, and also at the same time, I also want to acknowledge you, George. At some point when things were so tight, you also came in, chip in with whatever you gave to the team. So I think, you guys, you played a huge, massive role in also contributing to the cause. So I really salute you guys, and I wish you can continue with that kind of support.
Wow. Well, ladies and gentlemen, that was Coach Lloyd CHITEMBWE, the current coach of Caps United, who are the current champions here in the Zimbabwe Premier League soccer. And this was just a behind the scenes so that you can get to know a little bit about the coach and some of the things that have made him a successful coach. So to all Caps United supporters out there, watch out this season. We're going for a double, and the coach has affirmed us that let's come out in our numbers. One thing that he has repeatedly said is that the team is nothing without the supporters, and the supporters are what drives him personally to work harder, because he wants to bring joy to the supporters of Caps United. So ladies and gentlemen, I'm George Munengwa, and this was Coach Lloyd CHITEMBWE.